Hey, what's going on everybody? DTREE here, and today we're gonna take a look at a game called The Sims Medieval. Now, this I believe is based engine-wise on The Sims 3, but this is like a entirely quest-based sort of system. So if you haven't played the game, please avoid watching this because there will be spoilers for the quests that are in the game. And if you'd like to just take a look and enjoy the game with me, let's get started. Alright, so I've played through the New Beginnings, which is which is just the basic starting ambition. Let's go for ambition called Imperial Domination, and we'll get started with it. So we'd like to get the name of the kingdom here, and let's name it DTREE's Realm. Quite boring, but let's go with it. So we start in the kingdom, where we have a castle. We got lots of building slots for other buildings, and there is a village in the distance that we go to shop and stuff. Alright. And we have also a port that goes to foreign lands. Let's go ahead and create a new monarch.
Hell.
Alright. This guy looks like Geralt from The Witcher. Let's do something else. Randomize a little bit. Reginald Bowless. Sure, let's go with it.
Sharupin Coonage. Mosum.
He'll have a high-pitched voice. And let's make him slightly darker. He will be older. And let's make him fat. Alright, so for the traits here, you pick 2 good traits and 1 bad trait. You do get an option to lose the bad trait later, but yeah, we can just, let's pick something out. He will be vain, he will think he is the most beautiful person in the world. A little bit evil. And let us make him have a hubris, which is basically, yeah, it's the same thing. It's kind of like vain, but basically makes him think he is the best in the world, which he is the king. Alright, let's give him a haircut. What can we do for hair? Okay, this is kind of like a more monk, suitable to a monk's hairstyle. No, maybe. Let's give him something. This looks quite royal to me. And what kind of hair color should we give him? Alright, nice and blonde. With matching eyebrows. Nice and bushy. And let's give him a big bushy beard as well. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's randomize the face. Alright, so looks quite kingu to me. And for the outfit. Now we can dress him as a jester. Don't think that is suitable for a king. What options do we have? So that's not bad, but it's still not royally enough. He's not very... No. That's quite nice, but I don't think so. I actually quite like this. Let's change the color a little bit. Alright, so there is our monarch. Reginald Bowless. Okay, so we created our monarch here. And let's look at our throne room. So the game does give you the throne room to start with. And you can actually furnish it and change the throne and all that stuff. So we do have 1,000 gold. Now, upstairs is where our living space is. Okay. If we go to the kingdom mode now, you'll notice that we have some renowned resources. Resources is what it takes to build our other buildings. And we have these mirrors here. They signify how well our realm is doing, and we can increase them increase the capacity of them through building new buildings, constructing new buildings, and increase the actual number in them by doing quests. So let's look at the quests and see what we can do. Looks like this might be the right option. So this quest is called Fur, and we're going to pick the Bloody Harvest approach. The chinchilla menace had to be stopped. Every second they lurked near the town, lives were in danger. It was time for a hero to step forward and face these monsters in wild, bloody combat. I guess chinchillas in this world are somewhat different than the fluffy, soft things we're used to, I guess. Alright, let's get started. And yes, we have our monarch. Okay, so in this game, in comparison to other Sims games, it doesn't have as many needs as you would in other Sims games. You have hunger, energy. You don't need to fulfill any other needs at all. All you need to do is eat and sleep. However, if you do take a bath, talk to people, generally speaking, you do gain bonuses to your focus, which is a focus meter right here. So when the focus meter is positive, your quest performance improves. And so what you would want to do is you would want to get your quest performance as high as possible, because that gives you higher rewards for those quests. So typically I would usually, do some random tasks, talk to people, gather some resources, but then also try to do the quest, because if you fall back on the quest, the meter starts dropping as well. Now, there are other people in the kingdom already. Those are just the basic NPCs that you start with, and you start with some equipment. And as you level up, you gain new things here. So, I would say, let's actually take a look here. Dire chinchillas, the bane of any developing nation. They came, they ate, they destroyed. This time it will have to be different. It was the monarch's duty to prevent the savage little critters from stripping the flesh from DTREE's realm's bones. Time for some furry justice, he said. Alright, so we would want to go to the forest, I guess, and see what we can do about those chinchillas. But at first things first, I would like to go outside and actually pick a few plants maybe on the way. Because here's the thing with this game. You have to eat, and in most situations, if you don't have the resources to, like the food resources to consume, you will end up eating gruel all the time, and that would be terrible for your focus meter here. So I would like to actually gather some plants. Usually you just gain some seeds from them, but that at least gives you an option to make like a seed soup porridge thing. Okay, so we are in the forest now, and now we got our daily tasks. So each character gets their daily tasks that they have to fulfill. And if you fall behind on those, it impacts your focus quite a bit as well. So right now we have to write 2 new laws and a treaty of ongoing peace. Both of these I know are quite easy, so we should not be worried about them at all. Okay, so let's go to the forest. And it says Scout Chinchilla, so I'm assuming that is the case. Let's send him away and see what happens. By the Watcher, these chinchillas are most dire. Look at them, gnawing on some bones here on the human skulls. Wow. Okay. And we come back, and the good hunter always scouts out the situation before jumping in. By the Watcher, never imagined so many of the cursed rodents. They looked so evil. I will need help if I'm to remove them from the kingdom. Alright, so we would need to discuss chinchillas with a hunter, which is this guy right here, looking like Geralt of Rivia. I think this is a very popular look in this kingdom here. Alright, so let's discuss chinchillas with him. Okay, the rumors are true then. The monsters of the old world have come back. If you intend to stop these beasts from ravaging your town, you need my help. I noticed you have a pit beast in the center of town. Meet me there. Alright, so... Yes, one thing we have in this town is this pit, a judgment zone. Which is basically, if you've seen Star Wars, it's kind of like a Sarlacc pit. And you get to sometimes execute people here. Anyways, let's go to our throne room and do our daily tasks. Looks like we have very low success for this one, but we can write a couple of laws. Alright, so that is done, and we got a focus bonus. Let's actually go upstairs and gain some more bonuses. So take a bath, admire self. That should get us going a little bit. And then we'll come here and we'll write the tree. This will improve our chances of success for it anyways, so that's good. Alright, and that is done. So you see we actually gain negative effects from our traits, from the negative traits specifically here. Alright. One thing I like doing is actually holding court as a monarch, because people come to you with their problems, and that's quite cool. Yeah, kneel before me. Alright, so I wish to erect a statue, Your Majesty, in the outer village, one worthy of your visage. I merely ask to have the cost of materials recovered. A giant statue of me. I think I will allow it. It cost me quite a bit of money, but sure, let's do it. Alright, reputation has massively increased. He's now quite popular among the people. Good. What do you want? Tell me. Alright, great one. The equipment we use to test witches is considered outdated and barbaric. I asked you to finance some upgrades so that our equipment may be new and barbaric. Perfect. Alright, sounds like a plan. Those witches are crafty. We can't give them the opportunity to outsmart us. 100 gold. Alright, let's do it. Soaring approval. Alright. I think we're done here for the day. Okay, so how are we doing? Some people talking to each other. Okay. Let's go. Another thing that gives you some food options is actually fishing. And let's see if I can actually fish. Fish! Fish! I just know already the spots that the fish is in. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. Come on. Fish right here. Those are leeches. Those are leeches as well. Fish in there. Having some fish on you is also helpful for having something to eat. And you can see actually more fish there, there, and there. Yeah, this will give us some options for food. That way, if we ever are cooking, we don't have to eat some absolutely terrible food. Alright, looks like we are done with that. I would actually like to go home and eat something. Let's make food. And as you can see, we have grill, or we can actually make some stuff. Doesn't look like... Yeah, we didn't collect any plants, but that's okay. We can do salmon. Salmon soup sounds good to me. You can also hunt in this game, but hunting typically... There is a pretty high chance you'll get injured, and that will, again, negatively impact your performance. So, let's go to the location that they want us to go to. Come on. Okay. And very well designed game, to be honest. Has a very different feel than the Sims game, like most of the Sims games do, even though it's kind of very, very similar. All right, let's discuss the chinchillas. What are you doing down there? Anyways, don't get ahead of yourself, Sonny. You're nowhere near ready to take on one of those things. Watch and learn what you will need to fight these monsters. Okay? Watch the fight. Which fight am I watching again? Oh, I see. Okay. I'll be watching this. He's jumping right in. Watch the fight. Ah, look at that. The monster got him. I don't think he knows what he's doing either. Alright, looks like he's maybe throwing some spells at him, swinging his sword. Can't see into it. I'm not sure if I can even watch this fight since it's kind of quite dusty in there. Alright, so the beast actually threw him out. Nope, got him back in. I don't know what do you guys think about that? I'm rooting for the beast. I think it's got a better chance of winning here. I'm surprised the guy lasted so long. Alright, beastie, come on. I think we should name the beast. Let's name it, I don't know, Gary. Gary! Gary! Man, how long is this fight going to last? Let's speed it up. Lots of people watching now. Alright, looks like he survived. And are we done yet? He's jumping right in! What the hell? You just want to keep fighting him? What a crazy person. The king is getting quite sleepy now. Come on. Alright, looks like he managed to get out of there. And now we want to discuss training with him. But let's leave it for tomorrow. I will go to the castle and have a nap. Because I'm a king and I can do that. Go upstairs. And evil slumber. Wow, okay. So I've never actually created an evil character before. Interesting stuff. Sleeping until fully rested. Okay, good. So every day you get new tasks in this game, and that helps you level up. Some professions are a little more difficult than others to play as, but in case of the Monarch, it's usually fairly easy. Aside from every now and then you have to go hunting, and half the time you get injured. But yeah, so not bad. Let's get through this. And then right after we will go and make some food. Alright then, come on. Let's do trout this day. More fish. But we're in medieval times after all, there's not that many options here. Okay, let's discuss the training. And walk right over there. And discuss the crazy things he was just doing in the pit there. I mean, this literally must be Geralt. Alright, so he wants to test my combat ability. Spar with him, okay. So, this is part of the things that Monarch, I believe the Spy and the Knight can do, is sparring with them. So, with other characters, threatening them for money, fighting in general. Let's do it. I think he might be... I think he might be able to just defeat us here. Oh, no, we got him. Come on, Reginald, you can do it. Get up. And you sometimes do get special moves such as the Hill Smash, but you need to have enough stamina and it has to recharge every now and then. This lady looks like a vampire. Kind of freaky. We have a vampire as a servant. And I think he's gonna beat it. Yup, definitely is. Reginald, what were you thinking? Fighting Geralt? Crazy. He's a monster slayer. Somebody's Alright. Looks like we are actually doing some damage to him, but man, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, maybe. Come on, any luck? That's a close one though. No, I think that's over. Yep, the king is down. Gotta lose some weight if you want to fight against Geralt there. Mostly footwork. Alright. Chinchillas would be all over you. Your form is what needs work. Luckily, I worked something out beforehand. Constable, arrest this man. Wait, what? Am I being arrested? I'm a king! You can't do that! Screw you! No! Really? Okay, at least I get to keep my helmet on. So, not so bad. Don't you throw things at me, you vampire! I'm gonna throw you into the pit. Man, people in this kingdom. Got beat in the fight and then got locked up, and now she's throwing tomatoes at me. Come on. Can I... No. Stay low, stay quiet, strike fast, and you may just make it through this. Alright. So I'm being released, I guess. Alright, and so now we have... Stop throwing things at me! Oh no! Don't read me your poems! I don't want to hear it! Alright, so see what happens here. Some of the quest situations get us into a bad mood and then we start losing the performance. Alright, well that's okay. Let's go and we need to ask the citizens about life in the kingdom. Let's ask this vampire lady. Oh, I need a high relationship with her. Not sure if I want to have a high relationship with you, lady. You know what, let's actually save the game and end it here for today. Thank you guys for watching. I enjoy playing this game very much. It's a lot of fun, it's very different. And yeah, let me know what you think about our king and him being locked up and thrown tomatoes at. What should we do with this lady? Should we try to get her thrown into the pit? I don't know if we can do it, but we can certainly try. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Alright, until next time.